Hi, everyone. The Chicago Pastel Painters welcomes everybody to our first virtual biannual member juried exhibition Zoom awards ceremony. It's so nice to see all of you online. 2020 has sure turned out to be a different year for all of us. We hope everyone has enjoyed visiting and revisiting our extraordinary online show. We wanted to continue our tradition of exhibiting the work in a gallery setting, but still stay safe. And we were thrilled to discover this virtual platform that offers an amazing realistic viewing experience for fine art. We're also delighted that our judge of awards was able to have a gallery experience as well as access to high resolution images. We continued to reach out to Chicago artists, curators, gallery owners to jury and judge our member exhibitions. This year, we asked artist Matt Barber Kennedy to jury and gallery owner Aaron Packer to judge the show. Both have been active in Chicago's art scene for most of their art careers. I hope our pastel exhibition has further exposed them to the diversity of the pastel medium and that we will strengthen our involvement with the Chicago art scene. Most importantly, we thank you, all members who submitted their work to the show. Congratulations to those whose art is hanging on these walls. Thanks to all members for painting in pastel, for sharing your artwork, and for supporting the society, and to the patrons who experienced this visual delight. Enjoy.
Hello. I'm Evelyn Brody and not Mike Barrett-Kolosinski, who unfortunately cannot be here today. As our exhibition chair for many years, you are used to Mike's exuberant emceeing at this ceremony. I will do my best to channel him. But he did give me his remarks, so let me read those to you and you'll get a sense of what it would have been like if Mike could have joined us today. 2020, a year of vision. Wow, that's a statement. It has been a year for the books nonetheless. The Chicago Pastel Painters has stepped up and managed to keep an exhibition in the public eye, even though it is a virtual show. And the one who shouldered most of the work with her vision was Tatijana, our tireless president, who pushed for this virtual show to go beyond what other societies are doing this year. Without her leadership, this exhibit doesn't happen. So we present our 8th biannual member juried exhibition online. For this year's exhibit, there were 157 pastel works submitted by 55 members hailing from around the country. Our outstanding juror, Matt Barber Kennedy, had the difficult task of choosing from these submissions, and he honored us with selecting 50 paintings from 32 artists. To our esteemed judge, Aaron Packer, fell the formidable task of awarding those accepted artists that are deserving of special merit. We want to express our deep appreciation for a job well done to both Matt Barber Kennedy and Aaron Packer. Tatijana?
Many hands have worked to bring us to this day. First, a shout out to Randy Carey, our webmaster, for setting up our virtual gallery stroll that puts this exhibition above the rest of the online shows that pastel societies are mounting this year. Thanks to Marianne Trisna for the beautiful exhibition issue of our newsletter. She is busy at work with other volunteer writers on the next issue, which you will be receiving in your inboxes soon. Evelyn Brody contacted each of our long-standing award sponsors, both to member shows and national shows, to let them know that the CPP board decided to do something special in response to the coronavirus's financial pressures on the art supply manufacturers and retailers. She explained that this year, CPP will recognize their faithful support without asking for contributions from them by self-funding modest show awards in their names. We received some lovely replies of gratitude, and we look forward to 2021 when hopefully the world will have returned to normal.
I am delighted now to introduce a video recorded by Matt Barber Kennedy, our juror of selection. Matt is a fine artist and watercolorist who is nationally and internationally exhibited and teaches watercolor at the American Academy in Chicago. He is a fellow of the Royal Society of Arts and a member of the Royal Institute of Painters in Watercolors, the American Impressionist Society, and the Illinois Watercolor Society. In 2008, Matt was awarded the Turner Medal in London. And now we will see a video by Matt.
Hello, Matt Barber Kennedy here. I'm going to use some notes to help me get this right. First, I want to thank the Chicago Pastel Painters for entrusting me with jury duty. It was an honor to be asked, and it really was a joy to do this. I hope I've done it well. Every time you hear one of these jurors' speeches, you hear that it was hard to choose, and it is hard to choose. So I'm not going to bore you with talking about that at great length, but I do want to offer some words for those of you whose work did not make it into the show. I speak as an artist who has experienced that disappointment myself many times, and I fully expect to experience it many times in the years ahead. It's part of the job. Keep going. Keep doing what you do. Keep developing your vision. Keep developing your craft. Keep getting better. But always make work that's from the heart and from the head. Don't make work to get into shows. Don't make work for a juror. Make work that is your work. That's the best work you can make. Just keep going. Just keep going. Yeah, this is just a snapshot. This is my snapshot. Another thing, please take care to document your work well. I'm going to be honest, going through this work, I knew I had to jury stuff out. First round, anything that wasn't photographed well or presented at a high enough resolution to be assessed properly was dismissed. Photograph your work well and document it well. Do yourself a favor. So, a few notes about my thinking as the juror for this exhibition. I made pages and pages and pages of notes going through this again and again, narrowing it down to sculpt this exhibition. I knew as I was going through it, less than one in every three images I was looking at was going to make it through to the final cut. I was very keen to produce an exhibition that showed pastel being used widely, broadly, both stylistically, but also in terms of content, so that pastel is represented for its flexibility and its possibility. I felt that was important to do. I was keen to include work from each of the major genres, certainly the major genres that I saw in the presentation, in the submissions. So there's portraiture and figure, there's landscape, there's urban landscape, social documentary, there's non-representational work, there's still life. I wanted to be sure that I was including work that covered all of the major genres. I was also careful not to consider style. I wanted work that was both beautifully refined and well rendered, form in light, but also work that has the memory of the artist's arm, plenty of energy and movement in the mark making. So that was important to me. As a teacher and as a painter, I look at artwork and I assess artwork all day long. I think as artists, we can't look at artwork without assessing it. But I do a lot of assessment. And whilst I was aware that this is the pastel show, I was looking at mastery of the material, the medium, but I was looking at paintings. I was looking at image making, and I think I've juried 50 pieces in which, regardless of the material, they work as designs, they work as statements, they work as ideas, they have content, they're cohesive and beautifully done. I think it's a great looking show. though I say it myself. But I want to congratulate you all for the work that's in this virtual exhibition. And thank you again for letting me be the juror. It was a joy. I really enjoyed doing it. So congratulations, everybody. Enjoy the show.
So I do want to explain why Carol Strock Wasson's beautiful picture is on your screen right now. Matt Barber Kennedy, as juror of selection, is also given the task of choosing the painting that he feels embodies the exhibition. Matt chose something I think we all needed this year, something that was really fun, welcoming, clear, and energetic. So on our virtual wall is Glove Love by Carol Strock Wasson.
Okay, and now we're at the point that all of you have been waiting for. Let us introduce you to our Judge of Awards, Aaron Packer, native Chicagoan, longtime lover of the arts and gallery owner. We invite you to read his full bio on the exhibition newsletter. Today, let me just mention that Aaron now consults for businesses such as Lil Street Studio, where he has also mentored artists in residences. And in 2017, he took a position in business development for Leslie Hinman Auctioneer and now works as the senior specialist in fine art for Toomey and Company Auctioneers. Always a gallerist, he will continue to avidly curate pop-up shows throughout Chicago with Aaron Packer projects when the coronavirus allows, the post-coronavirus world is ready. Aaron, if you want to start with a few words about the exhibition. Raman?
Can you hear me? Can you hear me now?
Yes, great.
Okay, good. Can you see me?
Yep, looking good.
Okay, good. I just wanted to check that out. So thank you everybody for allowing me to and inviting me to be a juror. And I'd also like to thank Matt Barber Kennedy for making my job a little easier. Going from 150-ish to down to 50 is always tough, and doing what I did is tough also in a different way. So I'm grateful to have had somebody do some work for me before I got to the awards. So as I have said to Tatijana and everybody else, I'm going to actually read what I wrote about each piece and maybe make a comment thereafter, but I really just wanted to make sure to articulate what I thought about each piece, you know, a sentence or two. So I'm just going to go ahead and get started. And
Aaron, okay,
yes.
we're going backwards.
We're going backwards. Yes, I know that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Just a...
My general statement was starting as very fun to judge the show, always a challenge, but particularly with pastel, as it is such a difficult medium to handle and thus judge. Of course, there was a wide variety of styles, as one would expect, and if anything, I saw pieces I didn't expect to be approached with the genre. Also, there's a few works that I wanted to mention, but I'll wait to mention those maybe after the show or after I get started. So at number 12, just as the grandest of coincidences, I actually chose Carol Strock Wasson's piece. I said, this is my last and lively award. You know, I love the hand and work reference regarding pastel, and made a joke of like lots of handwork in the medium. And I love the bold color variation of the gloves on the line with the washed out active color field. I thought it was very successful. And it made me think of, California pop art, specifically Wayne Thibault. And I don't know, obviously that's not necessarily on purpose or anything like that, but I just thought it was a great piece. So I chose that as number 12. Number 11 is Pamela Hamilton. And I thought my choice for that was sort of like a classic landscape that I that I just love the style of so much, and was happy that I could choose it. It was quiet and discreet with traditional play of light and shadow. The color choices were laid out nicely, and I wanted to choose a classic style in my picks, and I felt that that was a very strong one. Number 10 is Don Ryan, and I suppose, I'm sorry, well, I guess the titles are popping up, so that's great. The Andromeda's pain. The pastel and the nude figure have a long history, and this I felt that this was an intense handling of the myth. I thought the deft and soft touch of the pastel is concise and beautiful, and the composition was thoughtful and perfectly laid out in the rectangle. Really a great piece. Number 9 is Lucy Smith, and this was one of the pieces I thought was great, with the sort of like, you know, my guess is it was on an L train, although I don't really know. And I just thought that, you know, the cell phone in the work is interesting, because pastel is such an organic thing, and now we're all, you know, everything is about technology, including this, you know, I'm holding up my iPhone in a park and talking to you guys, so it's really funny to me. But, you know, the technology thing is, you know, something about our culture, and I love the fact that pastel basically keeps up to date with subject matter, you know, sort of balancing the industrial with the, you know, organic. And I thought Lucy's piece had a great dreamy quality to it in terms of what it looked like. Number 8 is Evelyn Brody. And I enjoyed mainly the power of this strong figure in profile against the sort of dreamy white gallery you know, background. I thought it really popped. Amazing. The pose, I thought it reminded me of Henri Cartier-Bresson, you know, sort of like a little bit of a decisive moment. And I thought the green plaid almost was a piece of op art, you know, sticking out from this great impressionist gallery space. So that was number 8. Number 7 is Susan Gombus. And I thought the zebra piece was sort of a black and white tour de force. I really thought it was something. You know, to handle that organic striping was just spectacular and so photographic, which I personally love. You know, realistic handling of work. Yeah, needless to say, it's also difficult to do animals and not be cliched, but this transcended that, no problem. So let's see, on to number 6. That would be Mary Sullivan. And I really also love this work, and I know that it was a smaller piece, just in terms of its size. So it, you know, that probably added a certain amount of difficulty to make that happen. But I thought it was a great tight composition and soft at the same time, sort of a great classic style. It reminded me of like, you know, I don't know if it's a, you know, I'm sure it's not an army base, but it sort of had that feel. That one thing looks like a barracks sort of, and then it was really great with the green trees in the background with those great earth tones in front. I really like this piece quite a bit. Number 5 is Linda Brown. And I also, I mean, each time, of course, I say I love this work, and I basically did. You know, I really thought the shimmer of the snow in conjunction with the you know, sort of brown trees and the light and shadow was just fantastic. I mean, I really got, you know, like I have a really nice Retina screen, like one of those big Apple computers at home. And it was just such a pleasure to have it beam up, and, you know, and just like that, like that little soft squint, and, you know, you're there. And I thought this piece was just stunning in terms of that, you know, really sort of tight and loose at the same time. Number 4 would be Jean Lewis. And I thought this work was absolutely fantastic. And as I recall, it was large. And so this work was really, you know, a portrait right in your face. And I thought the handling of the skin tone in conjunction with the light, you know, the luminosity, sort of playing against the hair, which was sort of a softer focus, a little brambly. I thought that was really great, sort of like, and of course it was like, you know, from the title, The Crown, The Crowning Glory. I thought that was fantastic. So now we're on to the, you know, the third place, and that is Jacqueline Meyerson. And I'm a big fan of trompe-l'oeil style things. I'm not sure that, you know, I guess I would call that to some extent, not like a classic Harnett painting or something like that, but this just had this great hyper-realistic quality. And it also had what I felt was like a super concentrated use of pastel, really getting rid of the dust on it for, you know, the powdery aspect, and really just making it like almost like a hard oil painting. I thought that was very impressive. Number two, I hope I say the name correctly, Anu Vediger. If I botched that, I apologize. I thought this composition was fantastic. It also really reminded me of a situation of like, you know, I don't know whether everybody always wants this, but this reminded me of a watercolor, basically. It had that great sort of translucent quality. And I thought, you know, the work just had a great softness to it in conjunction with like an urban setting. So I thought that was really fantastic. And then for my first prize goes to Nancy King Mertz. I like this piece, and I like the another piece that she entered, the bikers on the street. But so I had a pretty hard time picking between the two. But as I have written, great handling of the medium with a stellar composition, you know, loose and tight at the same time, which is one thing that I love about pastel capabilities in general. And I love that the softness of the colors of the pastel, you know, the sort of yellow and blue that I'm seeing, collided nicely with the industrial, you know, look of that, and very well deserved. And those are my notes. Congratulations to all of you.
Okay. Let's give Aaron a virtual round of applause and thank him for joining us live and presenting the awards.
Thank you, Aaron. That was fantastic.
Yes.
Oh, good. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I really had fun doing it, and I'm very grateful to have been asked.
Thank you. Please send us your remarks in writing.
Oh,
I will do so.
Okay.
Good. Thank you.
Thank you again.
Bye-bye.
See ya. Enjoy your days, everybody. Bye.
Staying around, Raman. Okay,
Take
just
care.
so I just want to congratulate all our winners, and please stay on Zoom till the end of the ceremony for a group photo. Now, last year we started with the Heilemann Award of encouragement. And we decided when we were talking with Margie last year, Heilemann, she was interested in, you know, providing that kind of award on a yearly basis for us. And again, just we're doing the same sort of thing. We're going to be, the CPP is going to be providing Heilemann Award of encouragement this year. And that award meant that it goes to somebody who's never been in a pastel show, that wound up putting themselves out. And from what we could see this year, the award would go to Roberta Malkin. And we're hoping that this will encourage her to do even more pastel. As you can see, one of her pieces is up on the screen right now. It's
Oh, I see. Yes.
Yes, it's on the screen, one of her pieces, and another one of her pieces is on the opposite wall, not far from Jean Lewis's portrait. So congratulations, Roberta Malkin, and we hope that you will use pastel in the future. Okay, now let's see, what else? Okay, thank you, Nancy, for monitoring.
Oh, wait, before that, Tatijana, did you want to ask folks to stay on?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
Are people, yes, we're just going to finish this talking and then hopefully everybody's going to stay. Now,
No, I meant invite the award winners to stay for a Zoom group photo.
Yes, I thought
Yeah.
I did, but
Okay.
okay, okay, Evelyn's reinforced that. So please,
Okay.
everyone stay on. If just also wanted to let you know that, remind you that in acceptance to the show and winning an award, each of them counts as points toward the different CPP signature status. And Mike will be in touch with all the CPP members who have earned a new status, which we also look forward to highlighting in our forthcoming newsletter. So we also look forward to a full, wonderful catalog that's going to be designed by Dottie Karinji, and it will be published on our website when the exhibition closes. As you can tell, running CPP is taking an undertaking that relies on many volunteers, and we're always looking for help. Moreover, being launched into the online world thanks to coronavirus has been an eye-opening, and there are many opportunities as well. In particularly, we're going to be seeking folks who can help us with social media, with website, and hopefully online CPP events and meetups that will appeal to our now far-flung membership. For myself, as well as the board, I also want to give a special thanks to my son, Roman, who made this award ceremony possible. From his willingness to answer a few questions regarding running this large Zoom meeting, to helping with the PowerPoint, he proceeded to willingly agree to help us pull it all together and be the man behind the scenes. Evelyn?
Thank you so much, Roman. And speaking of how life will probably never go back to the way it was, we are inaugurating our online Zoom sessions for our members that we would love to continue in the future if people have ideas about that and can help us organize those. So last Sunday, we were all treated to Nancy King Mertz's Cityscape Zoom demo. And on October 25th, Mark Price will be doing a demo on multimedia. And on November 22nd, Bill Schneider will be doing an online video on painting the eye in pastel. All of our events, including today's, were chosen for the same day of the week and the same time to help everybody remember. So Sundays at 4 o'clock, one in October and one more in November. Many thanks to Jack Richardson and company for supporting our demos with supplies for the presenters.
I do have a couple of more lines. Okay. Okay, thanks everybody for attending. We hope to post a recording for this of this event either to our website or to another platform, and we'll send it in where it is and a link in an email hopefully this week.
Oh, and if I can add for the demos too, we are recording the demos and are working on ways of getting those to our members.
And we hope to do that probably by the end of this exhibition. So we're investigating various platforms and see what will work best for us. So any comments or before people sign off or?
Tatijana, how long is the exhibition again?
Till the end of December, 3 months.
Thank you.
On the postcard, Dottie.
Oh, I'm supposed to read that, huh?
Too busy putting it together. Thank you.
Thanks.
Yes, feel free to unmute yourself.
Thank you, everyone who put this together. It just was just so wonderful to be able to have it.
Thank
Well,
you. Congratulations, Lucy.
Yeah, congratulations. It's nice to see everybody. I'm not sure I
Yeah.
know everybody on here.
Congratulations, everyone.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you. Congratulations
Everybody, thank you.
on your watercolor.
Bye. Leave meeting. Bye.
Bye.